So here I am kind of relaxing out in the registration area of the convention center, just kind of overlooking the Allegheny River and the bridge, baseball field, and out that way, the glare you can't see, but out that way is I'm facing the highway that would go back on. I believe it's towards the Fort Pitt Bridge and the airport. Just kind of sitting here, kind of relaxing, kind of waiting until lunch. Kind of musing. Today's the last day of the con. It's just about to end. Always feels so very, very short. But at the same time, I'm also beginning to miss home and my pets, my boyfriend, my parents, everybody. It was an amazing con too, it always is. This is why we always fight to save up to come here every year. There is peace and freedom and nothing to worry about for a good week. Nothing but fun and friends, and whether or not we have enough money for food and swag that day. But I come to find I am really enjoying this place, and I can't wait to come next year, God willing. Anyway, you can spot my friends, so I suppose it's time to mosey. Here waiting in line for the sad but inevitable closing ceremonies. As usual, we have quite a gathering of things, including a cupcake. Again, I reiterate, even standing in line is not boring here. That's a call of our new religion in the closing ceremony.
Am I missing something?
Look at Kage, he's just not amused. The interpreter's in on it.
Lauren, are you doing that? I'm going to do that again. No, I'm not going to do that again. Welcome to my favorite part of the convention. No, my actual real favorite part is going to start in about 29 minutes.
What is that, Sam?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing ceremonies of Anthrocon 2015 in its 10th year in the most livable city of Pittsburgh, and it continues to be the biggest furry convention in the known universe. How big is that? Well, I know a guy who's gonna tell ya.
The white balance is terrible in this video, sorry guys.
I can't thank you all enough. First, I want to thank our friends at MagFest for assisting us with the registration department. Bob, Eli, Bailey, Victoria, Kevin, Dom, and Blue. Without you folks, we probably would have been the last, but we did really awesome. Thanks to all my assistant directors as well for with your hard work. But let's get into the numbers. 6,389.
Sam, you do realize that we only had 6,500 badges. You were about to start writing out Post-it notes.
Yes, I was very nervous. Okay, next year I order 7,000 badges. That should be more than we...
Let's break the record!
Woo! Yeah!
I'll get extras.
7,500
That
should
was
be enough.
6389. 6389. Someone's got to do some math. 6389. Giza, you got a number. How many of those were fursuiters in the parade? Do you remember that number?
1,400.
Wow.
1,460? And the whole fursuit parade thing, we tried a different paradigm this year. We thought, let's see what happens if we take it outside. We weren't sure if it was going to work or not. Do you guys think we should do it again? Now, put that down as a maybe. I'm not really sure what that
It's a hell to the yeah.
The people of Pittsburgh did seem to enjoy the fursuit parade. Visit Pittsburgh made those lovely signs that say, and it was a heart with a paw in it, Anthrocon. When they initially sent me the design, it was just a paw print. And I said, no, make it a heart with a paw in it. They said, but it's cute the other way. I said, listen, if the signs say, I paw Anthrocon,
That was the sign outside of one of the restaurants.
Yeah, that was tonic. Thanks, boys. Now, some of you might have seen the fursuit parade. We took it outside, and the people of Pittsburgh did come down to see. The official estimate of the city of Pittsburgh for the people who came down to watch our fursuit parade, who were not members of Anthrocon, was approximately 5,000 people on the streets. When it was done, Visit Pittsburgh just about pleaded with me to do it again next year. And I said, yeah, we would, but it was awful expensive to do. And they said, well, we'll talk. This is called business negotiations, my friends. All right, so we have had a very, very large convention this year. We have had an amazing turnout for fursuiters. We also, this year, we're very, very, very blessed to invite the Western Pennsylvania Humane Society to join us.
Baby kitties.
At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Rigel, who will say some things that I don't know.
Well, first I'd like to invite, and here they are, the representatives from the Humane Society. These are... And now the moment that everybody's probably all been waiting for, the actual numbers. We started with a elevator bet that was made with the Dorsai and various people at the Westin. That brought in about $20. We also had a Dr. Gervasi's survey in the dealer's room. They always provide a donation based on survey responses, and they gave us $150. Several fursuiters went out with donuts and sold donuts for charity, and they raised $178. That was very nice of them. The puppet show also raised money for the charity. They brought in $200 for us. Additionally, our sign language folks gave us some money for the charity. That was another $200. We appreciate that greatly. One of our previous directors was unable to stick around with us this year and is dealing with family issues at home, but he sorely misses being here. So Ruth provided us $324, 1% of last year's total as a donation. Additionally, one of our previous EMS folks on staff, Ferb, who passed away several years back, his family provided us some comics from his collection to provide for charity, and we spent the better part of the past year auctioning them off online, and were able to provide a total of $324 from that to the charity. Additionally, the poker tournament raised $1,320 for charity. At their table, the Humane Society raised $2,093 for merchandise sales. Our Fursuiter Bucket Brigade went out and did a fantastic job this year. In fact, one particular one, Winter Skywear, nearly ran his voice out, going crazy, raising money for us out there. He did a fantastic job. They raised a Bucket Brigade record of $3,735. Our charity raffle this year also went off the charts. Last year we only raised $3,400 for the raffle. This year we raised $4,215 in the raffle. You were all also very generous in your cash donations to the charity. You all provided them $5,736 in cash donations. The Coggy and Two Comedy Show is always a fantastic draw and brought in $6,470. And the charity auction this year brought in $8,860. One last item we actually have to add as well, from our t-shirt sales. We are adding a donation of $2,000 from sales of Anthrocon t-shirts. And all this brings us to a record-breaking total of $33,684.
Looks like we got more money coming. Yeah, I think you have a few more donations that are popping. Another
Plus 20. Oh, is Vic back there? I gave him a wine glass earlier. Some people throw money at us during the Coggy and Two charity show, and people thought I was a crook, so they gave it to Vic. Is he around there? Oh, there he is. Hey, Vic, give this to the nice ladies up there. Look at that. It's $100 plus 10 euros.
Thank you. 10 euros is worth like $45, right?
Oh, it's like 45,000. Are you kidding? Yes.
So, I'm Joy Bronstein. I'm the Executive Director of the Western PA Humane Society, and I'm up here with our fantastic mascot, Barkley, who is officially a furry now. And I think the Humane Society will be here every single year as a vendor as well. We had a great time. Y'all are so generous. We're also here with Sarah, who on our staff worked this entire event from top to bottom logistically, and her amazing therapy dog, Adora, who I think many of you had a chance to snuggle with and pet. I want to thank the board for working so closely with us and for choosing us as your charity this year. And I have a special gift for Dr. Conway. One of our t-shirts and one of our magnets. So hopefully he will wear that. It's the same t-shirt that you see us wearing.
Aww.
And you're so welcome. And what we realize is that next year year we will come back with extra large t-shirts so that they easily fit over the fursuits. So we apologize for that, but clearly it's more space. I appreciate from the depths of my heart our board of directors, our staff, and most of all the animals that our shelter helps. Appreciate from the depths of our hearts what you have done. And I encourage you, if you have not already made a donation and don't already have one of these little black flags, that you hit one of our donation baskets, boxes, or squares on your way out the back door. If you're going to make a credit card donation, which is the easiest way to donate the largest amount of money because you don't really have to think about it, you can just swipe your card, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 1. That is the far right, door C. And then the other two doors all have baskets where you can continue to make cash donations. But we could not be more honored, and we look forward to being back here every year as a participant alongside you. Thank you so
We will be updating our totals online in our reports after the convention once all totals have been totaled up from the charity after this convention.
Totally. Yes, we will totally update our totals once the totals have been totaled. Totally. Thank you once again, ladies, and thank you, Adora, over there, who's getting scritches in the Social Security. Yeah, she is a lady, Rennie's got away with the ladies down there. And that gives me the opportunity to once again, as we have for the past 14 or so years, to thank the Dorsai Irregulars for their amazing and professional security and safety services they have provided to us. Wrangling the elevator lines, the Westin Convention Center apologizes for any inconvenience. It's a brand new system. We're still ironing out the kinks. We're going to work on it for next year, they assure us. Yes, we might reprogram them. Oh, and by the way, the person who thought it was funny to smash one of the control panels, guess what? There's a security camera there. You and I are going to have a personal talk. If anybody runs out of the room, trip them. Hold them down. Oh boy. I also want to thank, just personally, my friend and colleague, too, the Rancher Griffin, for helping me to raise all that amount for charity and for giving us such a fine performance as he did on Friday night, as well as all of our musical guests who totally rocked the house and almost brought down the ceiling, literally. Thank you all very much for lending your talents to entertaining some of the finest group of individuals that I have had the pleasure to know in my entire life, as well as you guys. I'm joking, I love you guys. I love you guys. I also wanted to briefly bring up, we mentioned the fursuit parade, which was an experiment for us this year. Giza, I'm having trouble remembering. I can't remember what I had for breakfast today. Do I remember that we were trending #1 locally on Twitter? Is that correct?
Wow.
That is correct, Connie. You're #1 for local.
What would the convention be without our absolutely amazing luminary guests of honor? I would like to invite for a few final comments before the fried chicken dinner we are planning for this evening. The amazing San Diego chicken, who is somewhere out there, and also his great manager, Mr. Ted Giannoulis. If he is available, I would like to see him up here, or unless my comments terrified him. I think I terrified him.
Give him 10 minutes.
Give him 10 minutes? Give him 10 minutes to put on his armor. While we're waiting for Mr. Giannoulis and his friend, the San Diego Chicken, I'm not going to let Miss Kim Lin Tran get away without saying a few wonderful comments. If she would be kind enough, if North of you show her up here. Again, Miss Kim Lin Tran, who has lent her voice talents to video games, cartoons, some of the My Little Pony franchises, Just the Elysian Tale, a lady of multiple talents. We really should get lights back there, shouldn't we? That would be nice. Miss Kim Lin Tran, there we are. Oh, and you brought a friend with you. Oh, I love it. Anyway, I want you to have a seat at the end there, and Carl can loan you his microphone.
Aw.
Give her a mic there. Or give the cat a mic, I'm not sure which. Ms. Trent, I understand this was your first experience with a furry convention. I don't mean to seem self-serving, but I'm very, very curious how you found our community. How did you find this community? I mean, did you have fun, or did you want to run away screaming right now?
I had a lot of fun, and how do I say this? It's sort of like, I was a little apprehensive coming to this con at first, but then it's sort of like, you know what? You guys are awesome! Everyone just like looks down on furries or anything. I think they're missing out on a really great community full of artists and creators. Experience has been so inspiring that my boyfriend and I, a game developer, we've been thinking about maybe it's sort of like in one of our games we're probably going to have incorporate some sort of Anthrocon of some sort in it somehow.
Aww.
I read the license. And what would Anthrocon be without the assistance of those who make this convention accessible to everyone? It is of vital importance, not only to Anthrocon, but to the furry community, that anyone who has an interest, anyone who loves anthropomorphic animals can enjoy what we have to offer. And we are very, very pleased and very blessed to be able to offer the Anthrocon experience to those who do not necessarily hear as well as you and I. We could not do that without the assistance of sign language interpreting professionals who have been helping us all weekend. Thank you, Vic and Lauren. And we really, really hope to see you back next year with your astonishing biceps and your rippling pectorals, which I'm sure I could bounce a quarter on. Okay, I'll leave you alone. I'm sorry. It's just he blushes when I do that. As we are waiting for Mr. Gianoulis and Mr. Chicken, who are going to be joining us in the back, I see somebody coming up the back. Okay, we need the Darth Vader march going on here. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, now we need the chicken dance. Anybody got that going on back there? This is the very first sports mascot, the creator of the art, the incomparable San Diego Chicken. Have a mic.
Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone. What a heck of a weekend this was. Just incredible. Quite an experience for me. My first AC, I must say. Thank you, Uncle Kagi. All right, okay, very close. Okay. What do I know? I'm a dumb clock.
You're working on that all day, haven't
you? But anyway, I just want to say thank you very much. You made me feel very welcomed, appreciated, and I got to tell you, I really enjoyed my time here. Thank you to all.
Join us up here, or if you go back down, have a drink of water, or pick up some cracked corn, whichever you prefer. You can join us up here, or you can go get some cracked corn, or you can go to the bar, whichever you prefer.
All of the above.
That's great, I'll go to the bar. That's later. All right, I think at this time, we really should have paid for another chair.
I meant to do that.
Naturally. That's the mascot thing. All right, and now, at this point, I pretty much run out of things to say other than to go on for a long time about how you guys rock, and it is not these people up here who make Anthrocon what it is, it's all of you, and we are ever so grateful that you guys have turned this in to the Pittsburgh institution and international phenomenon that it has become. That's because of you guys. I just sign the checks. These guys, they just bleed and cry. But you guys make Anthrocon what it is. And I wish I could thank all of our hard-working staff members individually, but there's about 250 of them, and that would take a long time. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to feed them instead. That's even better. So what I'd like to do is, if any other board members would like to have some closing comments and things to remind people of, I will throw out our dates for next year, the 30th of June through the 3rd of July. And Chiaroscuro, would you remind me of what our theme is for next year?
All right, I'll remind you of our themes for the next 3 years, folks. Next year, our theme, because it is Anthrocon number 20, will be Roaring 20.
Love it. Love it.
Our 2017 theme will be Take Me Out to the Ball Game. We were slightly inspired. And our 2018 theme will be Movie Monsters. Subtitle, Rawr.
And if anybody's worried about Anthrocon going anywhere, we have signed contracts with the city of Pittsburgh through the year 2021. We're here to stay. Of course, I'll be so old by then I'll be dead, but hey, what do I care? Okay. I'm trying to think of what else to say, but I'm not going to say, guys, say stuff. Say things.
Stop!
I'm going to murder two for this. These guys have no idea what I'm talking about. And don't tell them. It's going to really screw them up, ain't it?
We did have a couple of things we wanted to mention. We wanted to thank everybody who made the First Dance competition a huge success. I've never seen this ballroom filled to standing room only all the way in the back where we couldn't put anybody else in. So thank all of you for that. Also, I want to thank Fernando's for the t-shirt that read on the back. Somebody pointed this out to me. It says, "Save the Earth is the only planet with chocolate, pizza, and furries." Why are you doing that?
You have fur balls all over you.
I know. I work with fursuiters. Shed happens.
You've been hanging out with a chicken too long.
You fed me that line.
Now, of course, Keys is too shy to say we will, as a matter of fact, we do have a survey on our webpage. We do invite feedback, and believe me, we do pay attention to feedback. It is critically important to Anthrocon's success that we give you guys what you want. So if something did not work, we want to know about it. If something did work, we want to know about it. If there's something we ain't doing we should be, we want to know about it. But we ain't going to make any of it happen if you don't tell us.
Sam, that URL is anthrocon.org/survey. And
Yes.
if you work on your mobile phones, no problem.
Real easy, anthrocon.org/survey. Also, if you lost anything this weekend, look around. If you don't have something, if you're missing a tail, a wallet, your left leg, anything like that, please stop in our operations office. We're moving it over to the Crawford room tonight, are we not?
We will be moving it over between about 6-ish and 9-ish.
Which is like now.
So at 9 o'clock, we will be fully up and running out of the Crawford room. And if you lose something, come on by and we can try to find it for you.
Yes, that Crawford room is in the Westin on the 3rd floor. We got a lot of things and we don't want to have them. We want to give them back to you, so please do stop by. Because if you do not collect them, they're going to go home with me and I'm going to spend the next week going through them and I'm tired.
Chicken?
Mr. Chicken. No, give him a real one. Give him one that works. I got to pay for that microphone someday.
about losing things. I
Yes.
think I lost my mind. Will I find it in the Crawford room?
We have 18 of them. If you can identify it, just describe it to us. If you can identify it, you can have it back. We have 6 of those. Anything else that should be covered? We welcome your feedback. We are grateful to the city of Pittsburgh who showed their love for Anthrocon during that fursuit parade, and I'm probably sure we're going to do something like that again next year. We are grateful to the local meteorologists for keeping the weather nice for us.
Yeah, fairly nice.
That fursuit parade was awesome, but as is traditional, Eurofurence always out-awesomes Anthrocon, so Cheetah, bring it on. They're working on it, that's what scares me. Anything else? If there is nothing else, then at this hour of 6 p.m. on the, whatever the heck day it is, 12th of July, something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. We look forward to seeing you next year between June 30th and July 3rd, and I'm going to now officially declare Anthrocon 2015 at a close. You can always go to that door, Charlie. Okay, okay. Raise your hand if you want this to be a week-long convention. Chairman, programming director, registration director, operations director. There, yeah. See how you're liking it. Get out of here. Thank you all very much.
It was studio audience, you guys are all awesome. It's really you who build the pyramid that we stand on top of and soak
Okay,
in the rays
we're
of
almost
glory
ready
from.
to
So I wanna say
begin.
thank you.
When I
Really awful.
yes, when I say
I
go,
apologize.
you guys will start the audio, and then I'll give you a point this way for you to start doing it. Okay? Go.
Yeah. Yes, what's... Should we do a clap?
Yeah. Start. It's rolling.
Okay, cool. Rolling. Okay, hang on a second. Sorry, just do a quick clap. Hang on. Okay, never mind. Do it. Okay, start.
Last day of Anthrocon, we're all packed up and ready to go, and we tried to have lunch with our friends in a close spot, but we found this nice marketplace plaza with some pretty pigeons walking around. And now this is our last sightseeing tour as we head back across to the parking garage and homeward bound. Alright guys, well, we're about 80 miles from Charleston, and we've stopped to stretch our feet, and I do believe this would be the end of our video diary trip to Pittsburgh. We're on our way home. Ooh.